Someone else on the station. And throw him an EMP or shock mode.
Like I'm your sidekick, cause I watch TV. I see how life is, and it's not easy. But still I'm right here, screaming I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, yeah.
Yep. Oh, that was...
My nigga, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Drama.
You're no hero, so don't act like it, and please don't treat.
Hey, what is up everybody? It is KATAIR Gaming here today, bringing y'all a brand new and very special build video. As most of y'all should know by now, I do normally specialize in electronic builds because I am primarily a medic main. However, back in the day, you guys, back in 1.3, I was a prime sticky bomber, let me tell you. Okay. So, now, all jokes aside, y'all been asking me to make a one-shot sticky bomb build. Well, I've delivered, however, there are quite a few qualifications you do have to have in order to make it this one-shot sticky bomb build. In fact, on a 9K player, it is not possible to sticky bomb them and one-shot them without a bunch of items procced and having a final measure who just ate a shock or EMP grenade, boosting you by 15% in electronics. So now, if you're not a 9K stamina player trying to die from a sticky bomb, you should be fine, leave it that way. If you're 6K and under, you should definitely worry about this build. 6K stamina and under, maybe 7K. 8K I could definitely see dying pretty quickly to this, still most definitely a one-shot, but 9K is right where this build reaches its limits. So if you are a 10K or you are a 7K nomad with the full overheal, you are not going to die to the sticky bomb, especially if you have anywhere between 15 to 40 to 80% EDR. This build will not harm you whatsoever, so therefore those are your counters, and this is the build, you guys. So, as y'all have seen so far, I did show y'all a video on how exactly to one-shot a 9K stamina build, and those two were both Predator Mark. My friend Alex had 15% EDR, whereas Snake had 0% and therefore went down because of the sticky bomb. So keep in mind there are many qualifications in order to meet this specific thing. I personally don't think it's all that easy to get once you're out on the field. Maybe you could accidentally sticky bomb someone as they're running around the corner. Like, I've had full servers chase me before, so if I lured them down one hallway, turned around while they're probably at half health from NPCs and sticky bomb them, I could probably get about half to 3/4 of the entire lobby standing in one area if y'all all come down at the same time. So if there is a sticky bomber in your lobby, please do not stand next to them, do not stand next to each other. That boosts their damage. Anyhow, you guys, let's go ahead, jump into this build, exactly why I have everything set up the way it is. So, first of all, the two guns that I have, the Showstopper, which is very important for this build, you guys, because, well, it is a shotgun, and it does 8 pellets per actual shot to it, so that's 8 tactician stacks for you. So it only takes 3 to 4 little shots from this gun in order to max out your tactician bar to a full 30 stack. So that's why I'm running the Showstopper with this build. I use the Urban MDR because I can hit for about 40 to like max 45k on a player's head with this because of the competent on it. So if you have competent on both of them, it does boost your damage. You can get rid of people's skills, maybe them fast enough to survive just a little bit longer, even with your low survivability. Obviously, I'm still trying to optimize everything tactician-wise here. This one's perfect already, I think. Okay, so into the knee pads, everybody. Obviously, we do have 4% sticky bomb damage mods. This is going to be throughout this entire build. There are 4% sticky bomb damage mods on. Now, if you could beat my electronics mods, which I ever so greatly do recommend. So if you get a 267 electronics mod with like 3,300 and something skill power to it, you're doing better than me, you guys. So this is the absolute highest I can get to currently. Just make sure you have an electronics mod with skill power on it and the sticky bomb damage mod. You should be good there. Change that increased kill XP in your minor attributes to disrupt resistance. Everybody loves to disrupt you because you still partial half as a medic and half as a damage dealer. So Keep that in mind, you guys. Major attribute does have to be skill power. I do highly recommend optimizing this build. You're not going to get very far without a nearly optimized build. Maybe if not fully. Like, I prefer fully optimized skill builds, but that's just my personal preference. You guys feel free to overwrite whatever I'm saying here and go about it your way. I wish you luck. Anyhow, we are moving on to the mask. We have 1401 electronics with 265 electronics mod on it with 3,307 skill power, which is amazing. Okay, and then we have 10,000 skill power on the major attributes. I would definitely change the minor attribute to burn resistance because flame turrets are out in full force. Wonder why? Cough cough. They are not have released a DPS Firecrest video the other day with the flame turret. Anyhow, we are moving into the Barrage chest piece, everyone. This has not been optimized. I just got really lucky by rolling a 1272 electronics roll on it back in like 1.5 or 1.6. So, I think it was 1.6. Had to have been. Okay. Well, anyhow, it's happened. It's a done deal. We have 1272 electronics with 9% skill haste, and obviously we could have some more health on the chest piece. I do need to optimize those minor attributes. Most definitely recommend having ammo capacity on there. I'm always running out of shotgun ammo for my showstopper, so that's up to you, you guys. So I have a 266 electronics mod with 3,278 skill power, along with a 266 and a 3,306 skill power. So 2 electronics mods, both with skill power on them. Pretty much same thing throughout that build. Okay, so we do have an inventive backpack, which means you do have to keep full health. That's how this build makes it even harder to try and one-shot sticky bomb someone, but when you do, it is very rewarding and very, very funny. I do might add so myself. Anyhow, we have a 265 electronics mod with 3,307 skill power, and then we have the major attribute being 13,339 skill power with disrupt resistance, which is perfect. Keep that disrupt resistance there. I cannot stress that enough, you guys. Oh, and then in case y'all didn't notice, 2 sticky bomb damage mods, like I said at the beginning of the video, just in case y'all possibly didn't hear me. Okay, so we do have 1401 electronics with crit chance, enemy armor damage, and skill haste. The enemy armor damage no longer works for skill builds. It used to be the enemy armor damage would be implemented into whatever skill you would be using. And I guess they did some sort of ghost patch and took that away a couple of updates ago. So change that enemy armor damage to maybe crit damage and do just a little bit more extra damage out on the field, you guys. But mainly those 2 stats you're looking for is that skill power and the skill haste. Do not go without those. You will be more than likely regretting it very quickly. Okay, so we are moving on into the holster. We have 1401 firearms, 1401 stamina, 1401 electronics with 7% skill haste. Obviously, I've been trying my best to optimize my tactician loadout, you guys, so bear with me, we are getting there. And I did not optimize it to be a sticky bomber. I've optimized it to be a medic, which that will be an entirely separate build video, you guys. But this is just because a lot of people have been asking me like, hey Kat, how do I do this, that, and the other? So here we go. This is how to do this, that, and the other, part 1. Okay, so again, this build does it does do partially kind of like medic type shit. So since it is first aid ally heal down there, it is 418k starting, which is really, really, really good, you guys. It's better than most people's, because I've heard a lot of people who like to settle for 300k defib, which if you take the 300k divided by 2 divided by 10, that is your current healing rate, which is very low, and I do not recommend that. So anything 400 and up defib-wise, you should be fairly decent on. Okay, and then we do have, of course, our sticky bomb. So we're starting out with 477k skill power, 0 stacks, by the way, I might add, as you can see right there. Okay, and then we're going back over to the sticky bomb. We have 1.5 million. So it's a 1.5 sticky bomb, and it's absolutely amazing. It'll one-shot anything about 8k stamina and down PvP-wise. So if I'm running one of my medical builds, and I'm at like 2800 freaking stamina, yeah, I'm an easy one-shot, you guys. So you'll see a medic, you'll want to get rid of a medic quickly, sticky bomb them. I'm not joking, they will go very quickly. However, I do highly recommend to use this build against multi-groupers. Mainly because they like to kind of bunch up into each other, so you can maybe get 2 groups with 1 stone there, you know? Just saying. Okay, moving into our talents. Combat medic, because, well, I like to have a team when running this. I have ran this. Well, I tried to run it solo a couple of times. It didn't go too well because my health pool is low, so I do recommend running this in a group. So that's just a little side note for you guys there. Okay, and then we have Death by Proxy. Destroy a hostile deployed skill to increase skill power by 20% for 30 seconds. Absolutely necessary. You could not use this build without it. I promise you guys. Chain reaction. Damage multiple hostiles with an explosion to apply 20% more damage from the blast. Absolutely need that. And Demolition Expert. Kill a hostile with an explosion to increase explosion damage by 20% for 15 seconds. This is going to make you grenade reliant a little bit for this build, which I really hate nade spammers, but you kind of have to do that for this build. So I'm kind of torn 2 ways on this thing, you know? Like, I like the medic aspect of it, but I don't like the nade spamming portion. Like, that just completely throws me off this build a little bit, kind of, sort of, maybe? I don't even know, you guys. Okay, so moving on over into the character tab, we do have 2900 firearms with 2900 stamina, which is absolutely laughable, because if I were to sticky bomb myself, I would one-shot myself. I'm not even joking. Anyhow, we have 10,010 electronics, which is the absolute max for this specific build. Oh, quick note, you guys. If y'all are wondering why I did not use 6-piece Tactician, once you get to your 60 stack on your 6-piece Tactician, your skill power is reasonably high. However, the moment you shoot that sticky bomb on the ground, you lose 30 of your stacks. Which is super annoying, and for some reason does not happen with the 4-piece. It actually waits until you detonate it to remove your stacks. Whereas the 60 stacks, the moment you put that sticky bomb on the ground, it removes 30 of your stacks like you already utilized your skill, which is honestly really annoying, you guys, but that's the way we have to work out. So currently this is the meta sticky bomb build. This is the highest damage you can do on any player in the game until they decide to fix that 6-piece Tactician, losing its 30 stack from its 60 the moment one of your skills touches the ground, which, I mean, makes sense in a way, but you have not technically utilized your sticky bomb, so it just kind of removes your stacks instantly, waste your time, and puts you at more risk of dying faster. So I do not recommend that, you guys. Okay, so we do have 36k weapon damage, which is obviously my MDR. Then we have 19% critical chance on it, 68% critical damage, 107 headshot damage, which is why we do so much damage headshot-wise towards other players. Again, around 40 to 45k. Wouldn't worry about accuracy or stability. Reload time really shouldn't matter unless you're working with your showstopper. Alright. Anyhow. Enemy armor damage. That's just from the gloves and the fact that this is the urban MDR, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. This is almost dark side though, which is kind of cool. You do quite a bit more damage than you'd expect. Okay, obviously we have 40% skill haste because this is a tactician build. It gives us that extra skill haste by putting on the 3-piece bonus. So that 40% is pretty good. I would not raise that. I would not sacrifice any skill power for skill haste whatsoever. I feel like that would be just not worth it. I think you'd die a lot faster if that were the case. Okay. We have 214k max health with 310k toughness. Obviously, I was missing about 2k max health on my chest piece, so 216, I'm guessing, is around where our max health pool would be. Health regeneration 10,701, that's not too bad. We have 31.15% armor mitigation, which is a little bit low, but we are raising our armor up a bit, you guys. We have 33% burn resistance, because flame turrets are rampant amongst the dark zone. Need I say more? We have 16% disrupt resistance, and 33% shock resistance, because shock turrets are out in full force, as though this is 1.3 all over again. So... well, you guys, try your best, sticky bomb some groups, stay safe out there in the dark zone, and well, I think that's all I've got for you guys. Okay guys, this is the only way to one-shot a 9k full stamina build. You need Death by Proxy, Demolition Expert, Chain Reaction Talented, and a Final Measure Nade Boost. That's electronics, all at once.
Yep. Oh, that was... oh.
Well everyone, if y'all did enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all of y'all's support to help me with this channel. And as usual, you guys, I will catch y'all next time. Bye everyone.